Good morning. Hey, it's your boy Danny at Comic Chat, and I'm back here with another encouragement from Comic Chat. It's a beautiful Friday morning, and I'm ready to go ahead and give you today's word of the day and also the quote of the day. In case it's your first time viewing my channel, I just want you to make sure that you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification button, notification bell, because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. Also, give me that thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Don't ask me how. And also leave me a comment. But any comment that you leave, I will definitely read and I'll respond back to you in a timely fashion. Again, for those of you the first time viewing my channel, the reason why I started this encouragement from Comic Chat is because recently, on April 21st of this year, I was saved. I gave my life to Christ, and I'm trying to live a more spiritual life. I'm trying to get myself better financially in the position I'm currently in. I'm trying to get myself better physically, and also trying to get myself together emotionally and all the way around, is trying to improve upon myself. And the first step for me was get myself right spiritually. Um, like I said, I'm trying to be a better person, trying to be a better man, trying to be a better father, a better husband, a better grandfather, a better brother, a better son, trying to be better all the way around. In my work life, I'm trying to be a better supervisor. I'm trying to be someone that someone can come to and confide in, and I can impart some of this wisdom that I've gathered in my last 52 years here on this planet. So definitely, like I said, just recently gave my life to Christ, which is an awesome experience for me, man. Prayer, I believe it works. Like I said, I'm not here to try to preach or pray to anybody or try to convert anybody. I'm just letting you know what works for me. It may not work for you. I hope that it does someday. But if it doesn't, then that's just a decision that you're going to have to make and live with. But at the same time, if you do go to Christ, it's an awesome, awesome feeling, awesome experience that I went through. And I'm definitely glad that I did it. This format is what I'm doing is something I did for my children, something I do for my children. Just about two, maybe three times a week, I'll send them a word of the day, and I'll send them a quote of the day, and then I'll send them my thoughts on it. So far, since last year when I started this, I've sent them approximately 32 different quotes of the day, words of the day. I want to share them with you, and I'm going to grow that as I come up with more words and more quotes. Basically, what I do, I think of a word, I just wake up and it pops in my mind or something I'm thinking about, and I'll definitely punch in quotes involving that word, and then I'll send that to them. And then what I do is the next thing that I'm going to read to you, I send a name that comes straight from me, comes straight out of my head, straight out of my heart, and how I feel about that particular word and that particular quote, and how I hope that I can impart some wisdom, make them just kind of think about it, about what's going on with that particular word. So, the word of the day, as you can see here, is regret. And of course, you know, if you follow me, I love reading definitions. The definition of regret is a feeling of sadness, repentance, or disappointment over something that has happened or been done. Let me say that one more time. The definition of regret is a feeling of sadness, repentance, or disappointment over something that has happened or been done. And definitely, we all have a lot of regret in our life. If you don't, then you don't have a soul. You don't have a conscience, and that's unfortunate. But if you have a soul and you have a conscience, you've done things in your life that you regret, things you wish you could go back and change. And the quote of the day for regret is, let me pull it up. I want to make sure I read it right. Dun, 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 regret. Okay. The quote of the day is, we all make mistakes in life. That's true. Some little, some big, some simple, and some more complex. Some mistakes we regret forever. There are some mistakes that we will regret forever. Don't know what it is. Don't know what is your particular regret, but there is something that you have done in your life, and when you think about it, you compartmentalize it for a little bit and you forget about it. But when it crosses your mind, you be like, God, I wish I would have done that. I wish I could take that back. Or I regret not doing this. I regret not doing that. There's something in all of us that there's something we can regret for the rest of it. We're going to regret for the rest of our lives. But like I said, I want to say it one more time. We all make mistakes. That's very important. No one here is perfect. We all make mistakes in life. Some are little mistakes. Some are big mistakes. Some are simple and some are more complex. Little mistakes can be fixed. Big mistakes can be fixed. Sometimes a lot harder. Sometimes there are more severe consequences. Some are simple. Simple mistakes can be corrected, and some are more complex. It takes a lot more work and a lot more effort to try and get straight. I'm trying to help someone in my family out now with a complex mistake, and hopefully I'll be able to do it, but who knows? I'm going to try my best. Now, this is what I wrote to my children. The last sentence of this quote is what I want to focus on today. A regret caused by a mistake against someone can be fixed if only one. Let me say it again. The last sentence of this quote is what I want to focus on today. A regret caused by a mistake against someone can be fixed if only one of can't be fixed if only one of the persons chooses to make the call or start the conversation. Let me say it one more time. A mistake can be fixed against someone if one of those people in that situation decides to make a call or start a conversation or apologize for any harm that may have occurred. A lot of times we don't want to fix a mistake because we're too proud. We don't want to apologize, or I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. For someone you really care about, someone you don't even really care about, but if you know you're going to work with that person or interact with that person, sometimes you're going to have to take the high road and make that call, make that first step for reconciliation. That's what I like to, that's what I told them. Whether or not the person accepts the apology can affect a reconciliation and healing of any potential hurt feelings. Now, you go there and you make the apology, and that person decides he or she don't want to accept it, then you did your part. But if they do, then that is the first step of reconciliation and the first step of mending and healing any kind of hurt feelings there may have been. But you got to make the effort. Sometimes you got to make the effort, even if you don't want to, even if you think you're right and the other person is wrong. To fix the situation, to remedy that situation, you gotta make the first step. You gotta say you're sorry. You gotta apologize. You gotta open it, start that conversation, start that dialogue, and try to get things back in a positive way. If the relationship is important, then the effort to make it right should also always be tried. I want to say it one time. If the relationship is important to you, and the effort to make it right should always be tried. It is too late and regrettable to fix it after the person has died. A lot of times we think, I got enough time. Oh yeah, I'll do it next week, I'll do it tomorrow, or next time I see him. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We are not promised tomorrow. So if you know you get an opportunity to say you're sorry and fix it, please do before it's too late. When the person has died, it's too late. Also, your conscience is a built-in system that lets you know right from wrong. When we choose to ignore it, that usually leads to a regrettable decision. Wow. When you choose to ignore your conscience, that little thing telling you, no, Danny, this ain't right. Or Danny, yeah, you're doing the right thing. When it's telling you that you're not doing the right thing and you choose to ignore it, you're probably going to make a decision that you're going to regret. So make sure that you listen to your conscience. Pride, anger, and stubbornness are key emotions to make any situation become misunderstood, and the words are spoken. They quite often make you feel dread and regret because words can't be unsaid or unheard, and they cut like a knife. Ooh, boy, I was in my bag that day when I did that. I want to say that one more time. Pride, anger, and stubbornness are key emotions to make any situation become misunderstood, and when words are spoken, they quite often make you feel dread and regret because words can't be unsaid or unheard, and they cut like a knife. You ever heard that saying, sticks and stones may hurt my bones? Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words can never hurt me. That is so untrue. Words can hurt. They can cut like a knife. The Bible talks about how sharp a man's tongue is. So I'm just telling you, gotta watch what you say, because I have said some things that I know has cut deep. I have heard some things that people said to me that's cut deep. Tongue, boy, is very, very sharp. Gotta be careful with that. Make sure in life you try to be respectful and slow to anger and considerate of other feelings and thoughts. We are different for a reason. It is possible for two totally different things to be true. Listen to that. I'm going to say it again. Make sure in life that you try to be respectful and slow to anger and considerate of other feelings and thoughts. We are different for a reason. And it is possible for two totally different things to be true. And what I mean by that is that it's possible that two totally different philosophies or two totally different ways can be true. For example, if you leave the East Coast and go to the West Coast, but in particular South Carolina where I live at, you go to California, you can go several different ways. You can go by train, you can go by plane, you can drive. You can go Interstate 10, go all the way across. You can go Interstate 20, go all the way across. I believe you can go Interstate 40 and go all the way across. Three different, totally different ways, but you would get to California if you travel those far northwest. So just because two different things are totally two different ways, it can be true and it can get to that same final destination, or or both different things can lead to the truth. So having said that, regret is something that no one wants to have, especially when they got time to fix that regret. It's too late when you get that phone call late at night or the next day, or you get an email or a text, whatever communication that the person that you had words with passed or died or whatever, then you get that regret your whole life. So if you get a chance, especially with family, when I grew up, we didn't say we love each other and this kind of stuff. As I got married, and now to my children, every time I get off the phone with them, just about every time I tell them I love them. I wasn't raised like that. I knew my family did love me, my parents did love me, but you just didn't say it. So now, all my family members, when I text them, talk to them, hey man, I try to say, hey, I love you, man. So that's something that I don't want on my conscience. They know how I feel. And if it's something at work, something at church, something at home, wherever the case may be, if it's something you said or you feel like things aren't on a good terms, and it's somebody that you care about, don't wait. Tomorrow's not promised. Don't have that regret. Regret is something, boy, that sucks. So if you have the opportunity to make it right, I encourage you to make it right. Like I said, if it's your first time viewing my channel, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Please hit that thumbs up. Please leave a comment. I will definitely respond to your comment. And I appreciate everyone that follows my channel. Follow me, boy, comment, chat. Like I said, man, this is something that I send to my children. Like I said, I send them, starting last year, about 30-something different words of the day and quotes of the day. And I want to share this with y'all. And I hope that it encourages you or gives you something to think about, or hope that my words touch you in a positive way. Like I said, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other. I'm just letting you know, man, that, hey, I see you. I feel you. Glad to be a part of your community here in YouTube, and I hope that this helps you. Please leave me a comment if you feel like my words are helping you, and I hope this encouragement definitely helps you also. Until Monday, I will talk to y'all later. Until then, peace.